up, guys? Welcome back to the farm. It's a beautiful day today. We're gonna start by walking over, feeding some chickens. We're gonna take a look at some mushrooms, and then we're gonna give you guys an update of some of the things that we have going on over here. Got a bunch of trays that we harvested yesterday. About to take them over to the chickens. I'm trying to put too much in there at a time. What up, chickens? They act shy, but in a couple minutes they're gonna be over here grubbing. Probably chasing us back over to the warehouse too. But these are this right here is those blocks that I was talking about, the spent blocks. Kind of just mixing these into the soil over here, kind of trying to make some mushroom compost. Just look at those beets. Beautiful bright red. Chefs love those. Yeah, man, the other day I only threw out, I think it was like 2 trays. When I was walking back over there, I turned around, there was like 20 chickens following me. It's like a chicken army. Like, yo, where the micros at? I've been eating some of these eggs, and the color of the yolk is like vibrant yellow. It looks like lava. It's crazy. It's like a liquid from like a lava lamp or something. It's wild. Dude, these root bounds are so thick. It's crazy. Dude, all the animals love these things, like especially the goats and the pigs. They love these pea tendrils. Crazy root bounds. All right, guys, so we were having a little bit of trouble with water flowing from the paddock up here over here into the building. It was kind of coming under the walls. So this past week we actually had a crew come out, Tanglewood Landscape. Shout out to Keith Milliken and Tanglewood Landscape. They did an excellent job. But they came out here and they put a French drain in for us all the way around the building to kind of divert the water, also so that we can connect our sink and connect our sink and all of our sewage runoff into our system here. And then they brought in a nice load of gravel, so our parking area looks really nice. We've got our drainage system now. We're going to be able to hook up our sink so that we can wash trays, all that stuff. So this has been something that we've been meaning to do for a long time. We're starting to have clients that are wanting to come out and check out the warehouse. So we went ahead and got it done. We're really happy with how it came out. We got a nice driveway and a really nice French drain here for all of our water runoff. So that's what we have going on out front. All right, so we've been working on building this bathroom right here. We got our control panel in here. You guys got to kind of ignore it. We just put our sheetrock up. We still got to mud and paint, but just so you get the idea, we just got our hot water heater set up in here. We got hot and cold lines ran. They run all the way around the warehouse. We've got inputs over by the microgreen setup, and then we've got inputs over here by the mushroom fruiting chambers. And then the lines also run up the wall and down over to the sink, which give us hot and cold water as well. But the idea for this room right here is going to be a bathroom. So the design that we have currently is we're going to put our toilet right here, and then a small hand washing sink right here on the way out. And then we're just going to kind of keep the rest of this area kind of clean and open, so that we don't have any issues with any of our electrical or water, because we all know those two things don't mix. Really excited about how it's coming out. We've got it framed up, got some sheetrock on it, and the only other thing that we have to do besides actually building the inside is putting a little roof on top. So we got a couple mushroom blocks that are fruiting and ready that we need to go ahead and pull some mushrooms off of. I'm just going to go ahead and open up the chamber and go ahead and grab a couple blocks out. These guys are looking really good. These are all these blocks that I'm about to take out are second fruit, so they're not gonna yield too super heavy, but the mushrooms are looking really good on them. Like I always say, we want to make sure that the caps are nice and even, pointing down and not curled up. And as I'm looking at these clusters, that's exactly what I'm seeing. That's exactly what I want. So just a little advice, make sure that your hands are never wet before you try and put the gloves on, because it makes it impossible. All right, guys, so we don't need anything too crazy today. We just need about 3 pounds for a little last minute stopping that we're gonna do today. And then I'm gonna start pulling these guys off. So this is pretty easy. Like, I just go right here to the whole cluster, kind of wiggle it loose. Like, I try not to put too much. I try and keep an eye on like the substrate and make sure that there's not like a whole bunch of soybean or wood chip still connected to the mushroom base. I've actually sold somebody some mushrooms before, and it had a little bit of substrate on it, and I thought that the chef would know that he was supposed to cut it off the base of the mushroom, and he didn't. And I came in there making the soup, and it had wood chips floating all in it, and I was like, yo dude, really hate to be the one to ruin your day, but you cannot serve that soup like that, dude. So he ended up having to throw the soup away, starting it over. So if I can try and help out by making sure that I pull as much of it off as possible, I try and do that. If you look at this, it's pretty clean right here. I think that's a good cluster to go ahead and put in the tub. So that right there is about 0.5. And then I think this will probably be another close to 0.5. So yeah, on like the second and third fruit, you're not going to get too much weight. But we are going to go ahead and pull these guys because we have them. So go ahead and get these in here. Little guy right here off the bottom. And pull these guys off. These guys are looking really nice as well. These guys were actually on one of the bottom shelves a little bit early on in the grow phase, and they weren't quite close enough to the fan. That's why they're a little bit linky like this, but they're still really nice. These are going to have really nice texture and hold really well. It's a good cluster of mushrooms right there. All right, guys. These guys right here, honestly looking just a little crazy. Like, you see how these are curled up right here? This is what I'm talking about. This mushroom isn't bad. Oh, it's still good, but it is curled a little bit. So still going to be good to use, but typically we try and pull them just a little bit earlier. All right, so we're at 3-1 right now. I'm going to give them just a little bit extra. That's going to bring us to 3.4 pounds. We got a nice little tote here. For our client over in Pinehurst, they're just going to get a nice little 3 pounds. I think these are looking really nice, and they're going to be stoked about them. So when we deliver microgreens, we're delivering our microgreens in 8-ounce. Well, they're 64 fluid ounce containers that hold about 8 ounces of microgreens. And those containers that we use are just one-time use. Typically, we'll bring them in, let chefs use them, they throw them away. But when we go to deliver mushrooms, I've tried multiple different ways to deliver mushrooms. And I've tried boxes, paper bags. Like, paper bags rip easy. Boxes can get expensive by the time you pay for shipping and all that. So what I figured out is I'll take these totes like this, and I'll fill my mushrooms in these totes. I'll let chef know I've got 2 totes for you. The first 2 are going to be free on me. So each week I'll bring a tote of mushrooms, and then I'll exchange it, and then chef will give me back the old tote that I brought from the week before. And then each week we just switch out totes. That way I don't have to buy these all the time. But I do tell chef, hey man, these things are a little bit expensive. I don't charge a down payment, but if I start coming in and each time I can't find my containers and I don't have a way to bring you mushrooms, then I will have to charge $20 so that I can get 2 new totes to be able to continue to bring the mushrooms in. So this has been the most cost efficient way that I found to be able to sell these mushrooms. I'm not having to waste a bunch of bags. It makes for a really easy, smooth handoff to the chefs. And I don't have to spend a lot of time cleaning the containers, because most of the time chef will run the containers through the dish pit before he hands it back to me. And that makes the whole process just much easier. So if any of you guys have a better way that you're transporting these mushrooms, please let me know. I'm always looking for new ways to make things more efficient. All right, so we're about to get this lid on here, and we're gonna get these mushrooms over to Chef Meg at 727. Check out these nasturtiums I got going right here. This right here is some amaranth. This is actually a really nice tray of amaranth. Look at that. No rot, no nothing. It's probably not going to yield a full 8 ounces if I let it keep growing, but I think it's looking really good. Be nice for the mixes. We always got mad pea tendrils growing in here. The Aphelis have been a real favorite lately. So we've been keeping those in stock. And then check this out. This is actually a really nice example of root hairs, kind of like we talked about in the past. As you can see right here, we got lots of root hairs going on. That's just telling me that, hey, I just need a little bit of water. We got lots of cabbage, lots of cilantro. Guys, everything's looking really good with the microgreens right now. We got a lot of really good standing orders. For right now, it's mainly just upkeep and maintenance, trying to keep everything going. We've been working on a lot of stuff here in the warehouse, trying to get our walk-in up and going, working on mushrooms, bathroom. There's been so many things that we've been trying to do to get this place up and running the way that we really want it to be. So thank you guys so much for following along on my journey this far. I'm really looking forward to this year to see our growth and the opportunities that come along. Thank you guys so much for following our channel, and we'll see you on the next one.